Abstract. The main purpose of our group during this assignment is to apply the basic accounting subject HFT 10203 taught case study 2 prepared by our lecturer. Our lecturer's name in this subject is Madam Amira binti Jamil. There are 5 persons in our group. They are work well together to complete the task given to them. However, in order to make things easier when finishing the assignment, our group leaders have also talked about dividing their various tasks. Furthermore, the information we retrieve for this assignment is closely tied to fundamentals of accounting in a corporation or business. Additionally, we always work to comprehend each piece of knowledge so that we may plan ahead and effectively execute this activity. There are 3 objectives obtained in this assignment, which is to analyze data in study, and to guide and help business to make companies stay organized by using the proper planning process. As well to use books and website as a reference store, we always conduct intensive study on the material. This is especially true for jobs like this because they can inspire a spirit of teamwork and a sense of responsibility. In other words, varied knowledge that can be drawn from the past and learned. We also expect that the Professor Madam Amira binti Jamil will enable our group's every move.
Introduction. Accounting can be defined as the process of recording financial transactions pertaining to a business. The accounting process includes summarizing, analysis, and reporting these transactions to oversight agency, regulator, and tax collection entities. The financial statements used in accounting are a concise summary of financial transactions over an accounting period, summarize a company's operation, financial position, and cash flow. The financial statement that summarizes a large company operation, financial position, and cash flow over a particular period, a concise and consolidated report based on thousands of individual financial transactions.
Now we go to the journal. Journal is a detailed account that records all the financial transactions of a business. We look to the journal. On 1 October 2020, Noah started a business with 18,000 ringgit. So the cash at debit is 18,000 ringgit and the capital at credit is 18,000 ringgit. On 3 October, both goods from Carl such as much as 20,000 ringgit. So the purchase at debit is 20,000 ringgit and account payable at credit is 20,000 ringgit. 4th October, sold goods to Dash as much as 25,000 ringgit. So the account receivable at debit is 25,000 ringgit and sell at credit is 25,000 ringgit. On 5 October, cash purchase 25,000 ringgit. So the purchases at debit is 25,000 ringgit and the cash at credit is 25,000 ringgit. Next, on 7 October, cash sell 15,000 ringgit. So the cash at debit is 15,000 ringgit and the sell at credit is 15,000 ringgit. On 9 October, goods return as much as 2,000. So the account payable at debit is 2,000 ringgit and the purchase return at credit is 2,000 ringgit. On 10 October, both furniture as much as 15,000 ringgit. So the furniture at debit is 50,000 ringgit and the cash at credit is 15,000 ringgit too. Next, on 11 October, account paid to cars as much as 12,000 ringgit. So the account payable at debit is 12,000 ringgit and the cash at credit is 12,000 ringgit. So we go to the ledger. A ledger is a book or collection of accounts in which account transactions are recorded. Each account has an opening or carry forward balance and would record its transactions as either a debit or credit in separate columns and the ending or closing balance. So, in the ledger account, we can see inventory account, car payable account, dash payable account, sell account, bank, cash account, capital account, stationery account, interest reserve account, furniture account, drawing account, loan account, and salary expense account. So next is trial balance. Trial balance is a statement of all debits and credit in a double entry account book with any disagreement in indicating an error. So in there, we can see capital, cash, purchase, trade payable car, sales, trade receivable dash, purchase return, furniture, sales return, drawing, loan, salary, and stationery, and interest received. So the amount is 144,000. So this is a statement of profit and loss, which is one of the financial statement of a company and shows the company's revenues and expenses during a particular period. It indicates how the revenues are transformed into the net income or net profit. So in here, we can see sales, sales return, net sales, COGS, opening inventory, purchase, purchase return, net purchase, gross income, revenue, interest earned, expenses, salary, stationery, and net loss, which is 5,000. So the last is balance sheet statement. Includes information about a company's assets and liabilities and the shareholders' equity that results. These things might include short-term assets such as cash and accounts receivable, inventories, or long-term assets such as property, plant, and equipment. So in here we can see non-current assets, furniture, current asset, trade receivable dash, cash, current liability, trade payable car, equity, capital, net loss, drawing, non-current liability, and loan. After we plus and add, we get 84,000 ringgit.
3. The usefulness of statement of profit and loss. The profit and loss (P&L) statement refers to financial statement that summarize the revenue, costs, and expense accurate during a specific period, usually a quarter or fiscal year. These records provide information about company's ability or inability to generate profit by increasing revenue, reducing costs, or both. Moreover, these statements are often present on a cash. It is important to compare P&L statements from different accounting periods, as may change over time become more meaningful than the numbers themselves. The P&L statement is one of 3 financial statements every public company issue on a quarterly and common financial statement in a business plan, as it shows how much profit or loss was generated by a.
I want to present about the usefulness of the statement of balance sheet. The balance sheet is a company balance sheet, also known as a statement of financial position, reveals the firm's assets, liabilities, and owner equity. The balance sheets, together with the income statement and cash flow statement, make up the cornerstone of any company or a potential investor. Balance sheets are critical documents because they keep business owners as you informed about your company financial standing. How balance sheet works. The balance sheet provides an overview of the state of a company's finances at a moment in time. An investor can get a sense of a company's finances well-being by using a number of ratios that can be derived from a balance sheet, including the debit to equity ratio and the asset test ratio, along with many others. The income statement and statement of cash flow also provide valuable context of assessing a company's finances, as do any notes or addenda in an earning record that might refer back to the balance sheet. Importance of balance sheet is having a balance sheet can help you overcome various small problems and overcome future financial problems. Most small business often ignore this balance sheet because they think it is not important. But for large companies, this is important to keep their long-term business in order, and tracking their business finances help them identify potential issues before they become major problems. The last is shareholder equity. Shareholder equity is the money attributable to the owner of a business or its shareholders. It is also known as a net asset, saying it is equivalent to the total asset of a company minus its liabilities or the debt it owes to non-shareholders.
Conclusion. Finally, incorporating the accounting idea into a firma is critical since it gives a quantitative data for a comprehensive assessment of the company success. Keeping the accounting record clean and up to date is critical to ensuring that company remain relevant in today's complicated and dynamic business environment, since it can aid in the company's future growth. As a result, Noah will need to implement an accounting system in its business management. Aside from that, Noah should continue to revisit its vision and mission in order to service in a highly competitive marketing sector. This will assist Noah not just in the near term, but also in the long run, allowing it to grow smoothly for a long period.